Hey everybody, Eric Brown again, MOBO-Media, again, MOBO-Media. Hey, I'm gonna keep pushing it. Today I want to talk about some kind of fun today, some fun. We just came from New Zealand, which is a long way away. It's New Zealand is really heading towards the Antarctic, and that's the bottom of the world in a sense. And it's a totally different place. But one thing I've always admired about New Zealand is their love of flowers and landscape and floral things like that. And took a lot of great pictures while I was down there, a lot of great videos that I want to share with members of my family. Um, so landscaping is what it's about. Landscaping and those with what's called the green thumb. Green thumb means you're good with flowers and taking care of them. And there are those that understand that flowers are living beings, no different than animals. Some people talk to flowers. And that doesn't mean they're crazy. Some will swear up and down that the flowers respond. So by being more and more beautiful or um, flourishing well. So in my family, man, I tell you, I got a family full of women that know how to uh, get down when it comes to taking care of flowers, taking care of yards, landscape, and that sort of thing. So, and I'm not talking about just outside the home. I'm talking inside the home. My own mother, my grandmother, my aunties, my aunt Brenda, my aunt Peggy, my aunt Shirley, all of them, man. And I know I'm missing some others, but that just comes to mind to me because I would visit their homes and I see these flowers. I'm like, man, this is just beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. But it takes work. It takes some work. And for a lot of folks, working with flowers and floral things like that and plantings, it's therapeutic for a lot of folks. And I encourage anybody to take that on because you basically are becoming one with Earth again. You know, there's an old saying that says, in your life, never forget to stop and smell the roses sometimes. And that is also true. And I'll tell you, I've done that many times. I've stopped and smelled roses. In fact, I was in New Zealand and I was filming and smelling the roses and seeing bumblebees landing on the pretty flowers. But I got a family full of folks that are good with their hands. And I'm sure a lot of you out there are good with your hands when it comes to flowers. Um, Flowers, they can be interesting. I've seen some interesting flowers around the world, whether it be the Philippines, whether it be Japan, whether it be in Africa, all these different varieties of flowers, and I was just wowed by them. And I always wish I could bring some of these flowers back, to my aunts, to my mom, and let them care for them. But obviously, that's a no-no because of environmental safety reasons and this sort of things. Countries are not they don't like that stuff because you also bring other elements, diseases and things like that from plants and flowers and things like that. Um, Flowers are have been symbolic throughout the years to represent love, healing. Flowers have been used to represent, you know, something as important as like weddings. You know what I'm saying? Funerals. Flowers are meant have been used to represent grieving, uh, used to represent joy. Flowers are very powerful. They're a powerful thing for you to see, smell, touch. It does something to the senses. It brings you back down to earth when you see these type of things. If I'm out, I'm looking at a car. Let's say I'm looking at a car. I look at a car, man. I get like a fake. I don't give a damn if it's a nice car or expensive. I don't care what kind of car it is. Just like it's a car. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't do anything to me. But when I look at a flower, man, I look at a flower, man, it does something to the spirit, to the human spirit. It does something. It lets you know that things are not that serious in this world. You know, there is beauty in this world if you stop to pay attention and look at it. In my home state of Texas, Texas, I think our flower down there is the blue bonnet, and I actually saw a lot of blue bonnets in New Zealand, and they were just beautiful. They were beautiful, 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 beautiful. And I'll upload some of those videos and photos once I get back to the U.S. Actually, like I said, I'm out in the middle of the ocean right now, dealing with all these crazy waves. But I look forward to sharing some of the photos of the beautiful flowers I've seen. And, you know, I just felt the need to speak to it because flowers have been around my life ever since I was born. My granny, my aunties, my mom, flowers were always around. And over the years, I come to find that flowers are actually, they're very healthy for you. You know, flowers, they create, like in a home, it does something to the air in a home. It creates fresh air in the homes. Um, Flowers also are, a great way to offer gestures to people who have maybe gone through something. Um, Somebody that you may have upset and y'all, I don't know, for some reason, there was something between you. Sometimes one person will try to break that ice and give the other person a bouquet of flowers. And oftentimes it changes a lot of things, man, because it means something. It's endearing. Flowers are endearing. It's natural. It's not like going out and giving somebody a doggone necklace or something like that. When you give someone flowers, that means that you're giving them your organic self. You are organically are telling them, hey, I either love you, I'm sorry, um, I'm here for you, I support you. So flowers have such a powerful meaning behind them. And, like I said, I encourage anybody out there who are interested in seeking that type of hobby with flowers and landscaping. Please do so because it's very, very therapeutic. Me and my grandfather, when I was young, and I think I talked some other videos when he and I would get up in the morning and 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, man, just go and try to hustle and try to make ends meet. He was huge with landscaping. Landscaping. I mean, he took care of his yards. I mean, took care of his yards. And they were pristine. Even my family, my aunt Brenda. Don't mean to call y'all ain't it, but uh, man, you do some wonderful things with landscape. Real talk, real talk. And it's funny because someone told me one time, my aunt Brenda. I think my aunt Brenda even said it, and I'm not putting her out there or anything like this because I got a point to make behind this. But some people would tell me, my aunt Brenda, you know how you trim your yard. You trim the yard, you cut the grass, and you trim it, the edge and everything. My aunt Brenda would be out there with scissors, trimming the yard, trimming the grass. Real talk, real talk. But here's the funny part about that. She's not the only one to do that. They do it in the Philippines. I've seen it in the Philippines. I've seen, I've seen, but we call them yard boys back then. Not no disrespect. I've seen them cut entire yards with scissors. I kid you not. I kid you not. And it ended up being just like a lawnmower. That's how good they are with scissors and things like that. And but they also have a great respect for nature and flowers and things like that. So with that, I'm not gonna spend a long time you know talking about that. I just want to get that out and just let everyone know that there's such a power and a beauty in flowers, and I encourage anyone if you have a green thumb, continue to do it because you're definitely having an impact because people notice and they pay attention. If you don't have a green thumb, get with someone who can teach you how to take care of flowers and plant the seeds and nurture them, you know, until they blossom into something beautiful. Hey, once again, I'm Eric Brown. This is Mobile Media. Y'all take care. Bye.